starting in 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone and welcome back to 4 Pixels. Coco is here with Saku and Raj and we are continuing Ace Attorney investigations.
Oh.
Hello. Let the investigation continue. So, which means that it will have to prove his innocence from a different angle.
I completely forgot where we left off on.
I did too. I'm like, whatever that line meant, it meant something, Edgeworth.
Weren't we talking
Larry
about
is innocent.
the spear? I don't remember.
Talking about what?
Guilty from all angles.
The spear, I think.
Right.
Let's see, do you have anything you can tell us, Franny? Here we go. It's a statue of the founder of Codopia, Primadux. Because it's the national treasure, I've heard that only a few are allowed to access it.
That's exactly right. Even we're not allowed to touch it.
Oh, Edgeworth, stay away with your touchy finger.
Stay up the fuck away with your tickly finger. Not without the ambassador's permission, anyway. If we lay even a single finger on it, bam! It's instant jail time.
Why did you have to point out a single finger so specifically? Understood. So it's that precious of a national treasure that a single touch can lead to arrest.
I'm watching that finger that's tapping your arm.
I'm putting it in my pocket now.
Did you notice he stopped tapping after a second?
Oh shit, rumbled.
Oh, there it goes!
I can't help it, okay?
My, Edgeworth's being
Touch
pretty...
something. And yet I sense there is something off about the statue. Maybe if I just touched it with my finger. What is the source of this unease I feel? It's like when someone tells you you're not allowed to scratch.
Let's look at our evidence. Let's see.
Do not put an earbud in your ear. You're not allowed to do it, and then you remember how good it feels, and you're like...
Yeah, sex. It's so good! Why is it so good? Oh, Larry's so kind, really.
He tries. He makes token
Yeah.
gestures. Only Amp and Secretary can touch.
I've seen that man before.
Don't. Seems to be stained with some kind of juice.
Maybe
Human
it's
juice.
Oh my god, human juice. A knife. It's a knife, I tells ya.
It's been a wee while since we've looked at all the evidence, guys, so yeah.
We're professional lawyers, that's why. We don't need to do that. The blade is yet to be found. Can we connect that with the spear at all, or something?
We're investigating nooks and crannies.
While he stares at Larry. Just for a long time.
Now listen here, young man. I have one request. You are to go to the GameStop and you are to ask them to have Bambi on PS2.
Or cannot touch.
Only the secretary and the
Oh.
guy can touch it. Definitely
Is it
something
facing the other way in that picture, or it's facing
Maybe.
forward, and then in the other one facing to the side?
Maybe.
So someone's touched it. Yeah.
It does look, yeah. I think that is it.
Pretty flowers. Human juice on a sword. Man, we got a lot of evidence. What do you think, oppressor of the buttons?
Let's see if there's anything in the logic that we can connect.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope. Can you connect the image of the statue and the one where Larry and the ambassador are shaking hands?
Yeah, no. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, that
we need
connecting
logic
stuff
for
only
that.
happens.
Ah,
so we
right,
need
okay.
But maybe we can do
hasn't
like a
happened
deduce
yet.
here.
Ah, yeah. I deduce, my good man.
Yeah, so I guess just
Anywhere on the statue?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold?
Either that or the flower at the background.
Yeah, try this first.
Yeah.
Which took me ages to realize it was a flower. Look at this photograph. Every time I do it, makes me laugh.
Look at this graph.
I always think of that.
Oh,
Tell me what
God.
you find odd about this scene, Ms. Von Karma.
the apparent joy on the ambassador's face as he shakes that top-knot's hand.
That's not it. I was trying to point out that the statue in the photo is facing a different way.
You're right.
This statue is a national treasure. Just like Nickelback. As such, only an ambassador or secretariat level person is allowed to handle it. The fact that the statue is facing one way in this photo, and now is facing a different direction in this preserved crime scene, is proof that someone touched this statue around the time of the crime. I guess that about wraps up my investigation. It's not your investigation, Edgeworth. That's... Ooh!
Yo, Pink Princess, how are you feeling? Still feeling ill?
And yet another strange character comes out of the woodwork.
And so the Pink Princess also comes to pay the Alabastian embassy a visit. I believe I mean to speak with her as well. Get her autograph, Edgeworth. Isn't the Pink Princess, or wasn't the Pink Princess supposed to be Will Powers in the earlier games?
Yep.
Like, I feel like it was implied that it was him.
Yeah.
I
Imagine
know,
if you spoke to Franziska though, and it was just like Edgeworth was just like, "Oh my god, it's the Pink Princess, Franziska, it's the Pink Princess."
That's how he is inside. He's
Yeah,
very
he
good at
keeps it all
controlling
inside.
himself.
He's gone somewhere, though. We'll just say this is like an hour later when he finally comes around. Ms. Pink Princess, I have to ask a few questions. Or I have a few questions I'd like to ask you. Ms. Pink Princess, if you...
I knew it.
Me...
What voice did I give her again? It was like Rhode Island Marge Simpson, wasn't it?
Something
Yeah,
like that, yeah.
Oh god.
This must be what they call fate.
Yes, exactly.
How could this happen 2 days in a row?
What? Miss Oldbag?
Why are you so surprised?
So you're the one they got to play the Steel Samurai. It's too bad I didn't realize that until now.
You are acquaintances with Larry?
Why, yes. We worked at the same company for a little while, you know. That's why it's okay, my edgy poo. You don't need to be jealous.
No!
I was in the next room, you know, trying to get some beauty sleep. But it was so noisy in here that I couldn't fall asleep, so I came over to complain.
I don't know what's happening. I'm sorry.
So imagine my shock when I saw my precious edgy poo waiting for me in here.
Or waiting here for me.
I mean, who could have imagined that you would ever come to a show like this? I guess I misjudged you, edgy poo.
There's a man here I think you should meet.
You misjudged him?
I thought he was trying to avoid me, you know?
That was no misjudgment on your part. That's precisely what I was trying to do.
But it looks like the winds have shifted and he's now willing to be chased after. I'm simply overwhelmed. Don't you worry, edgy poo. I'd chase you for forever. To the ends of the earth.
Isn't that just peachy? If you touch my brother, I will kill you.
Thank you, Francisca.
Francisca, like, you are a hardcore lassie, and I'm not dismissing that, but that's Wendy Oldbag. She will eat you alive.
Also, she's got a sword now.
I use this to skewer bitches who get in my way.
Maybe she could stick around and take care of that sweaty man before she leaves.
I'll stick around.
This is one of those rare times when Francisca and I actually see eye to eye. Now then, what are you doing here? I thought you were working at Gatewaterland as the Pink Badger.
What are you talking about? That was ages ago.
That was yesterday.
God, she's like me. She's got no proper, like, idea of what, like, when things happen. Yeah, I went to, like, college, like, a year ago, didn't I?
Look, I worked at Global Studios before, a long time ago, right? Well, they called me up this morning, kinda out of the blue, actually.
They called you.
Apparently, the girl who plays the Pink Princess collapsed from a bad cold. It happened so suddenly that they called me in to be her last-minute replacement.
Do they not have enough people on staff at that studio? No, I think half of them got arrested.
Really couldn't say no, so here I am, playing the role of the heroine. Instead of that Mindy girl, I mean. But the poor girl, I feel bad for her. Because they let me stand in for her, she's gonna have a terrible time when she returns. I mean, I'm not exactly great at leading that strange part. They used to stand at the very last second. I tripped over the most important lines. I threw that ragdoll, said a shuriken, hit the steel samurai. The audience was in an uproar, but it's not my god actress, because I tell you, they're really just a bunch of simpletons.
You're a rather lively old lady.
What you just say to me, motherfucker?
Yeah, back off my sister and stuff. Hiding behind Franziska. You leave her alone.
Ezra, careful when you point that finger.
Yeah, don't go any lower, Ezra.
No, I just meant don't go any nearer.
So, basically, you received that stand-in request this morning, correct?
You got it. If you need to see it, I've got it right here. Look.
It appears that she is telling the truth. Oh, I am sorry, Miles Edgeworth.
I'm so glad you're here. Clutching her arm.
I tell you, my fine acting moved the entire audience to tears.
Yes. Tears of laughter, as I recall.
But being famous has its problems too, you know. Here, take a look at this. It's a letter from a stalker.
It's
And
a
without-
letter from Larry.
Yep. I was just gonna say, without pause, the entire room just turns to look at Larry.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you've done this before.
Oh, God.
I was just taking my break when I found this stuck under the door to my room.
I'll be descending on you from above tonight. Your love need.
Honestly, you really have to watch out for these kinds of things. Look what it says! Well, there. I'll be descending on you from above tonight. Your loving night.
Sorry, everyone.
How absolutely revolting. I mean, you'd think you could get my name right. There's no accent in my name.
Wait, this horrible handwriting. Where have I seen this before? It's either Larry or Tom Cruise.
Ah, but now that you're here, Jipu, I feel 100% safe.
Where do I factor into this?
Oh my God, this is the best thing I've ever seen.
You'd bust that evil stalker man for my sake, wouldn't you, Jipu?
Well, if you allow me the liberty to handle this in my own way, then I'll gladly dispatch a detective to your house later.
Oh, come on, Jipu, stop being so dismissive and playing hard to get.
Literally thought she was getting closer then, and it really scared me.
Could you imagine that if she just gets slowly closer to the camera every time she was
No,
on
thank
Oh
you.
God, I wish.
Do not edit that in.
So
Do
good.
not. What were you doing at the time of the crime? I
Getting
cannot
slowly
unsee it.
closer towards the screen, Jipu. What do you think
My
I was
nightmare.
doing?
He wakes up in a cold sweat.
You know, like
Phoenix, I had to dream again.
sometimes you have sleep paralysis, and it's not like the thing is sitting on your chest. It's like it's sitting at the edge of the bed or something like that. He's had it so many times, and it's just her.
No, thank you. No. I've seen you in way too many different outfits, lady. There's too many versions of you that could creep up on me in the night.
There's too many versions of you that Rule 34's probably had fun with.
Oh
No!
Edgeworth doesn't know what Rule 34 is. I don't
Heading
think.
me.
He says that. He says it in the third person.
hiding his Steel Samurai Rule 34 flanks.
What were you doing at the time of the crime?
What crime?
What?
After the show was over, I had nothing but free time on my hands. So I used the fireplace in the room next door to keep my bad hip warm.
Warming her hip.
Hey, don't knock it till you've tried it. I would advise potentially using a hot water bottle instead of an entire fireplace, but you know.
Well, I'd mother a cud in the room right next to yours.
Is that right? Oh, Edgy Poo, I'm so scared. Hold me. Caress me.
If you could please not cling onto my personage.
In any case, I take it then that you failed to show up to Ambassador Alba's speech.
Oh, no, I didn't go. I mean, I may have the heart of a young tender maiden. But my body just refuses to cooperate at times.
God, same.
Yeah, me too.
Yo,
All of us. Just, yeah, same.
creaking around.
As soon as the show ended, my hips started acting up and it got stiff. I couldn't move at all.
I don't know what's happening with this voice. I'm sorry.
I thought he was going to say, can you prove that you couldn't move? It's almost the same. Can you provide proof of your condition?
Oh, you just go on ahead and ask the doctors in the infirmary. They're the ones who carried me from the theater all the way to this embassy.
I have to admit, the thought of her not being able to leave that room is rather pleasant. Sour grapes, Edgeworth.
Prosecutor Von Karmar, I brought the police dog as you requested, sir.
Good work. You may leave now, officer. Puppy!
Puppy! This dog.
I requested the assistance of a dog in our search for the Yatagarasu.
Looks like you guys have some pretty bright dogs in this country, too.
Hi!
Hey, you're a real cutie, aren't you? Yeah, that's a good boy.
Oh, I was
Are
actually...
you talking to me, Agent Lack?
Speculate toward one of our here, like, oh, he's laughing.
I'm just going to keep that little section and play it again and again. I'm sorry, Coco, what were you going to say?
I was just talking earlier to Binks since she started playing this too, and we were talking about how like when I first played this game, it took me a little bit, but then I warmed up to him almost immediately just because he's one of the few people who treats his employees right. And
Yeah.
you were like, you could learn a thing or two, Edgeworth.
Yes, agreed.
That's the police dog Gumshoe's been taken care of. The dog learned how to be a good boy from Gumshoe. I think its name is Missile. What a fitting name for a police dog that dashes out in front and attacks.
Oh,
Everybody
only
loves
meal
the dog.
she's ever loved.
That action alone isn't exactly what's going to solve the case for us, you know.
But he's such a good boy.
Edgeworth's so jealous because the dog's getting all the attention he wants.
Now, Missile, I want you to go find some clues. Go. Good boy. I love you.
This is so cute. Ugh. Ah! He did it!
Good dog, you really are quite bright, aren't you? Unlike a certain someone I know. Now, what do we have here? What is this? It looks like a small hot dog, but...
Wait, Franziska, isn't that an official samurai dog?
Not that I would know what one of those looks like.
Oh god.
That's beautiful, Missile.
I need that as a Discord emote.
That's a great emotion to display.
No, bad missile! He ate it. I wonder if it's alright for him to eat that.
It's just meat substance snack featuring the still samurai. I'm sure he'll be fine. Edgeworth's eaten many and he's been fine.
He's eaten a lot of meat substance.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da. That's quite a bit
Anyway,
of an...
guys, we'll be back later. Sorry, Coco.
That's quite a bit of information you've gathered there in a single quick glance.
We should really be focusing on why there was a samurai dog there in the first place.
It looks like that snack wasn't all Missile found.
Oh, and what do we have here?
Coco.
Oops, sorry. I wonder if Ambassador Alba might have an interest in cross-dressing. That is the first thing I jump to.
I somehow doubt that. It doesn't look like the shirt would even fit him. A samurai dog and a lady's undershirt.
Joke there somewhere.
What are these two items doing in a room like this? That's the second line of the joke. Given the circumstances, the lady's undershirt could only belong to one person. I suppose I should get this over with and ask the owner of said undershirt about it. Larry just staring at him.
Oh, are you really gonna touch that?
If you could please take a look at this brown-coloured undershirt.
Reggie Poo, what's the meaning of this? Why did you steal that thing from my bags? All you had to do was ask and I would have gladly given you to eat.
Sorry, I really ate those words there. Ooh.
All you had to do was ask and I would have gladly given you as many as you'd like.
Thanks, but no thanks. The shirt was found here at the crime scene.
What?
Come now. Why don't you just confess? And explain what it's doing here.
I know nothing! Nothing, I tell you!
What?
Oh, I admit I used the fireplace to dry that shirt. But I can't really help the fact that I had to, you know? Wearing that pink princess costume was like being in a sauna. And on top of that, I get...
Right? Expecting that word? Really threw me? Sorry, Coco, edit that out.
No.
Coco's like, no.
No.
No! Best pause ever. It said so much. That was just silence speaking louder than words. The description.
And on top of that, I get fingered as a suspect? You're too cruel, Edgy Poo!
Are you claiming that you never once set foot inside this room? Inside
I
these
am.
room?
We're all a bit thrown by Oldbag getting finger.
Yeah. How could you be so mean, scriptwriters? Did you not know people would be reading this out loud?
Gee, script writers who didn't even write it in this language at first.
If I'd been the one to find the body, do you think I'd be as calm and relaxed as I am? I tell you, it's always like this. It's always my fault for some reason or another. Tabloid articles missing, the cameras missing, that lawyer they're missing. Speaking of missing, this amount of my husband. Can you believe if he get married? I guess I'm stuck marrying you. What's the purpose of that? What you should have done is wish me you. I don't deserve you, but I can't help it. Will you marry me? Honestly, men these days.
Well, I don't believe she is lying about her actions. So I can safely assume she really was drying her shirt by the fireplace on her break. And somehow the undershirt managed to move from the next room into this one. I assume the samurai dog was also yours.
That good mind of yours. You really can see through everything about me.
And so the feeling of dread continues, but I suppose I should ask for more details.
And with that, we will end this episode right here. Thank you folks for joining us, and see you next time.
Thank you.